Hi everyone, I'm Marion with KOMAX Business Systems, and I'm here today to show you how to use your new folder inserter. Hi, first off, we'll want to learn about your paper trays, where you'll load your papers and make the adjustments for the width of whatever size documents you're entering into your envelopes. First, you have a little button here that you push down on to be able to take these out. And on the back side is where is your knob, your thumb screw, to adjust the width of your documents. To reinstall this, and sometimes you have to take this out to get to it because the trays are so close, but someone with small hands like myself, I can do it without removing the tray. But to install the tray, you kind of put this front edge under your pickup rollers here, kind of lift them up, and then it just clips like that. Okay, to install documents into your paper trays, you fold down this side. When you do that, it raises your pickup rollers so that the papers can go underneath it. Just slide them into place and raise the side again. That drops your rollers and your document's ready to use. Okay, you'll want to load your envelopes here in the envelope hopper. They go with the flap closest to you. And on your first envelope, you lower this lever. This measures the thickness of the envelopes it will be feeding. You put it under that little tire there. Raise this back up to lock it in place. You should have a little tension, but it will still roll back and forth. It's now ready to start filling envelopes. Okay, we're ready to load your envelope hopper, and you want to make sure they're nice and squared off, and you want to do a little bit at a slant to help the feeding. Place them down in there, and for the width of whatever width your envelope is, this is your adjuster. Roll it back or forth to make it wider or narrower. They should be able to move freely. Now, whenever this is running, say if you have different documents or the same, it pulls from each tray, however you have it set up. It'll bring the documents here and collect them, stack them up, and then it will pull it back into the machine to do the folding and then inserting. If you would happen to have a jam in this area, or if the display tells you to open this, basically you just push down, take your documents out, and then close it back. This is the high capacity exit hopper. As your documents come in, they load from the bottom and will fill up this whole area. If you should happen to have a jam, the display will tell you what area to look. If it's in the clamshell area, here is your button to release the lid. Just push it in, the clamshell opens, and you have a front door here that opens to give you more access to the inside. Some software provides barcode reading to where it reads a barcode at the bottom of your document, and when it runs through, this is your barcode reader, and that way the machine knows if it's a 1, 2, or 5-page document that's going into the envelope. If for some reason it doesn't work, like after a period of time, usually this just gets dirty and you just need to wipe it with a damp cloth. If you decide to have your folder inserter to moisten your envelopes as they go through, here is the reservoir where you put the Seal-It solution. This can come completely out. Sorry, I got caught on that. And personally, I like to do it over a trash can in case it goes down the bottle instead of into here. This is your felt moistener for your envelopes, and it is a customer replaceable item, and all you do is lift it up, and it's just a fabric that wraps around the metal frame and has these little clips that hold it in place. And then when the clamshell is shut, it moistens the brushes. The brushes are what actually come in contact with the envelope. This is just an overflow tube in case you put too much fluid in there. It comes out here. When you first decide to use this to moisten your documents, these just pop off. This is a customer replaceable item also. There are 3 of them. When you first fill up your reservoir, you put all 3 down into the reservoir and let them soak to get them good and moist. And then afterwards, you just put the center post through the little black button like that. Okay, this little pump, basically you have 2 blue circles here that you can put this in and squeeze. And there are 2 sensors back there. This leads air to those sensors and makes sure they're cleaned off in case you have any feeding issues. Sometimes you'll have a jam here at where the documents are inserted into your envelope. To get them out, this knob rotates and will feed. So you can take the envelope out if need be, and you need to take additional envelopes out from the lower paper path where it comes in from the envelope hopper. You rotate this, it separates the path, and you can take your additional envelopes that are left in the path out. Whenever you're finished with anything on the inside, you need to close your covers. You want to remember that this is metal. There's no plastic. So you want to make sure your fingers are out of the way. This cover is held on by 2 magnets. This cover is held on where you push the button to release it and just push down. When creating a new job, select New Job button, and you have 2 options, automatic or manual. When doing automatic, the machine will detect what you have in the envelope feeder, hopper, and your trays. Hit 1 time. It will make sure that the envelopes you have loaded are the ones you're wanting for this particular job. Hit clear. And it also determines which fold is best for the documents sizes and the envelope sizes. And you want to make sure that the envelope is showing the address of where you're going to. And you can look at your folds. Good job. Okay, after the machine detects what size documents and everything you have, and you look and confirm that your address is showing through the envelope the way it should be, you select Mail Set OK. And then here it shows what it has found. 2 trays that have 11-inch, which are letter size documents. The barcode reader is off. It's doing a C fold. It has your number 10 envelopes, and then it has the exit stacker. And if you want, you can save this and then title it. And OK. And then you go back to, it has your new title here. Go to your job list. Okay, now we're going to do a new job the manual way. So you select New Job. Here you select Manual. It will ask you what size envelope you're using, so you select what size envelope. Okay, oh, and if you're wanting to use sealer, I currently am not, and then yes, use envelope. Okay, it takes you to the next option of your main document and what size envelope you're using, and okay. Then that's all we're doing on this example. If you wanted to add any more, you just select add, and whatever, if you're doing a business return envelope or another letter size document, you can add those there also. And how many pages per each tray if need be. But we're staying with this one. It suggests a fold, or you can pick others, but typically it's best to go with the suggested. Then the exit. And here it asks for the one document to be in the bottom tray. If you don't want it to be in the bottom tray, just tap it and it will move to the tray where I already have documents loaded. And you hit 1 time and it will ask if you're wanting, to pull the envelope, the document, and exit it. That's the full path. And it's wanting to make sure you have the right envelope in the hopper. And again, you can check how it's inserted, how it's folded, and that your address is, if you're using window envelopes, that your address is where it should be. Sometimes you've already set up all your jobs, the different things you might use. So all you have to do, and of course you would name it something if you're using it for a specific task. You could title it whatever, which makes it easier to know which to choose. So you would just pick it and then load your documents and envelopes as it shows. And then you just hit go and you're done.